Garlic farming is promoted as one of the most profitable crops with a profit potential of 1.9 million shillings per acre per season. But how true is this claim? To understand the profitability, we must analyze the cost involved in a realistic manner. By the end of this video, you will understand how much it costs to invest in garlic farming, profit or loss, returns on your investment, and how quick you can recover your investments. Welcome back to FarmWorks Kenya. My name is Kelvin Wairimu, an agricultural consultant here at FarmWorks Kenya. FarmWorks Kenya is an agricultural solutions center that offers realistic solutions to the challenges that farmers tend to face on their daily farming. If you are new here and you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe and also share this video with other farmers. This is the only way that you can help us reach and empower as many farmers as possible. Now, if garlic farming truly generates this huge profit, then personally, I believe Kenyan farmers would be millionaires. There is a reason why the majority would rather cultivate normal bulb onions instead of garlic. One key reason is the lack of market or a slow absorption market. Most consumers still prefer the white imported garlic variety. In this cost analysis, we shall examine it from two angles. First, where you don't have land and you are looking for a long-term venture. And second, where you have your own land with an already installed drip irrigation system. Now, let's look at the cost of garlic farming per acre. As a new farmer, you need to lease land if at all you're not buying. A good agricultural land with water access, accessibility, fertile soil, this will cost you at least 20,000 shillings. This may vary with location. You also need a drip irrigation system, a water tank, and a water tower. A good drip irrigation system for 1 acre will cost at least 150,000 plus 100,000 for a 10,000 liter water tank and water tower. You also need some farm tools such as a knapsack, sprayer, djembe, and panga, which these can cost you up to 30,000 shillings. This brings the total fixed cost to 280,000 Kenya shillings. With that said, let's examine the production cost per season. Garlic often takes 5 to 6 months to mature, which means you will need a whole 7 months of production. Land preparation per acre will cost you 6,500 for plowing and 4,500 shillings for Halloween. Bed preparation will also cost you about 15,000 if you have 100 beds and they charge you 150 shillings per bed. This brings the total cost of land preparation per acre to 26,000. To enhance soil fertility, you will need manure around 2 tons at 10,000 shillings. You need 150 to 200 kilograms of garlic seeds or cloves depending on spacing. In our case, we shall use 200 kilograms. A kilogram of garlic seeds costs at least 500 shillings, bringing this cost to 100,000 shillings. For good deeds, fertilization is a must. You need at least 2 bags of DAP and 2 bags of CAN, costing 13,000 shillings and 11,000 shillings respectively. You cannot also rely on rainfall alone. Irrigation is essential for high yields. Whether you are pumping water from the river or buying water per unit, it is all will cost you about 25,000 shillings. You also need to control weeds at least 3 times per season. At 150 shillings per bed with 100 beds, this will cost you 15,000 per weeding season, which is 45,000 shillings for the whole crop season. But we said it takes 5 to 6 months. You also need a permanent casual worker who will carry out the scouting, monitoring, the spraying, and normal running of the farm. With a basic salary of 10,000 shillings, the whole season will cost you 70,000 shillings. Finally, there are other costs such as transport, storage, and also harvesting. These can be allocated at least 30,000 shillings. This brings the total production cost to 330,000 shillings. This is the amount it will cost a farmer with land and an irrigation system to produce garlic in 1 single acre. So, what if the farmer is new and leasing land? We add the cost of leasing land, which was 280,000, to the production cost, which was 330,000, which gives a cost of 610,000. Then let's look at the garlic profit per acre, which often depends on management and variety planted. Per acre can produce 1,500 to 2,000 kgs on average. Many farmers are still tend to struggle with yields which are below a ton. Now, in this case, we shall use 200 kilograms, but a price of a kilogram ranges between 150 to 200 as for farm gate. But in good season, farm gate prices can go to 400 or 500. If you produce 2,000 kilograms and sell at 200 shillings each, you make 400,000 shillings. This means in the first season, you will make a loss of 210,000 shillings. That is 400,000 minus 610,000, and it won't recover all the amount you invested. In a year, you can do 2 seasons. So on the second season, given that all costs and prices remain constant as in the first season, which I need you to note it's very rare, it means you will make a profit since fixed cost won't be included. So it will be 400,000, you less 300,000, a profit of 70,000. How then can you make super profits? The only way is by selling as seeds or crops, but soon these prices also will fall as the supply increases and demand falls. With that, let's look at the financial analysis, the return on your investment and the payback period. What is return on investment? Return on investment, or ROI, is a fundamental financial metric used by economists and investors to evaluate the efficiency and profitability of an investment. ROI measures the amount of return on an investment relative to the investment cost. It is expressed often as a percentage and calculated using a formula. And here, farmers, take a pen and a paper. You take the net profit, you divide by total investment, you multiply by 100. ROI helps investors compare the efficiency of different investments and make informed decisions about where to allocate their capital. A positive return on investments indicates that the investment generates more money than it costs, while a negative return on investment indicates a loss. Now let's look at payback period. Payback period is another crucial financial metric that measures the length of time required to recover the cost of an investment. It represents how long it takes for accumulative cash flows from an investment to equal the initial investment amount. Now, from an economist's perspective, the payback period helps assess investment risk. A shorter payback periods are generally preferred as they tend to indicate a quicker recovery of the invested capital and a reduced exposure to the market uncertainties. Organic farming financial analysis. Let's check these numbers. Scenario number 1. A new farmer who is raising land with an initial investment of 610,000 with an annual revenue of 800,000. That is 2 seasons, each earning 400,000. An annual production cost of 660,000. That is 2 seasons, each costing 330,000. And a net annual profit of 140,000. Then it means that if you divide the net profit by the net cost, you have a return on investment of 22.95%. The payback period with 610 as cost will be 4.36 years. Now, for a farmer with own land and irrigation, with initial investment of 330,000 and also an annual revenue of 800,000 and an annual production cost of 660,000 and a net profit of 140,000, then it will mean that this farmer will have a return on investment of 42.42%. And he will also have a payback period of 2.36 years. So what does this mean? Now, from also an economic standpoint, garlic farming shows a moderate profitability, but also requires significant patience and capital. The return on investment of 22.95% for new farmers is competitive or compared to many traditional investments. But the payback period of over 4 years tends to indicate a substantial risk of exposure. Now, farmers with the existing infrastructure enjoy much better returns of 42.42 and a faster capital recovery of 2.36 years. However, these calculations, remember, tend to assume consistent yields and consistent prices, which rarely occur in agricultural farming. Market volatility, weather risk, changing consumer preference, these can significantly and may significantly, in fact, actual returns, making garlic farming a moderate to high risk venture despite its potential profitability. So, what do you think? Have you tried garlic farming, or are you considering it? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And if this video has helped you understand the real cost of garlic farming, make sure you don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, or even follow for more honest and realistic farming solutions. And remember, always do your own research before making any investment decisions in farming. Then I will see you next on our video, where we discuss on how you can manage to grow bulb onions successfully from seeds to harvest. With that much said, let me know your numbers, especially those farmers who are doing garlic farming, on the comment section. How is the market? How much are you selling? How much do they buy from you? What is your cost? Let's educate each other. Thank you, and let me see you then.